Network Entertainment.
Did you wake up with a silver spoon?
Welcome to the Wake Up Sad Podcast! So, Panatang Makabayan and church responses. That was on my list of things to talk about on the podcast. Panatang Makabayan, the original version is, iniibig ko ang Pilipinas. Ito ang aking lupang sinilangan. Ito ang tahanan ng aking lahi. Ako ay kanyang kinukupkop at tinutulungan upang maging malakas, maligaya at kapani-pakinabang. Bilang ganti ay diringgin ko ang payo ng aking mga magulang. Susundin ko ang mga tuntunin ng aking paaralan. Tutuparin ko ang mga tungkulin ng isang mamamayang makabayan at masunurin sa batas. Paglilingkurin ko ang aking bayan ng walang pag-iimbot at ng buong katapatan. Sisikapin kong maging isang tunay na Pilipino sa isip, sa salita at sa gawa.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Ring a bell? Right?
I haven't heard it in
I know, but that was like
25 years, siguro.
isinapuso natin yun for a long time when we were in grade school. And then, out of nowhere, they just changed it. Iniibig ko ang Pilipinas, aking lupang sinilangan, tahanan ng aking lahi. Di ba pareho? Wala pa kaya palitan? Honestly, they changed it like just took out some words.
Kinukupkop ko ang aking manifestation.
Ito.
May ICI
Kinukup
at
ko-
Defense Publication of
Kinukup ko
Salin.
ako at tinutulungang maging malakas, masipag at marangal.
Hindi
Dahil
ako
mahal ko
sisingil
ang
ng
Pilipinas.
salin ng mga government officials.
May I know what the reason is for them to change it?
So I think it's like similar to what happened to the church, right?
Yes, instead of and
your
also
spirit.
with you.
Yeah.
It
So
became with
to
you.
our younger listeners, before it was peace be with you.
Do you think
and
it's
we'd
some
say-
sort of they're trying to print new stuff that they can just sell?
Hindi naman binibenta
Hindi naman
yung
ganun.
misalit eh.
And then hindi mesalat, but like sa schools. Pero parang ang labo, di ba?
Sa school, yung Panatang Makabayan, posible may monetary reason.
Parang hindi rin naman kasi every year naman nagpapalit ng books, di ba? Anybody who is in the know, let us know in the comments. If we could get someone from
Oo nga eh, bakit?
DepEd or DepEd ba? Hindi eh. I don't know who's in charge of this. Whoever's in charge, we want answers. Next is it's in my list, St. Luke's receptionist. I was explain ko lang backstory. We're trying to get a visa approved. And si Pancho, because of his health condition, needed an extra health exam. So the only one that's qualified is this one, sa St. Luke's. And then the guy sa reception was like, whoa, power trip. As in, it was like 7 a.m.
Understandable na mataray.
It was a guy.
Yeah.
And understandable. Parang, has it been, hindi ko maintindihan kasi wala naman kaming these are people who need, wait, pause. These are people who need extra health examinations, meaning people were seniors, the disabled, people with conditions. And you're in a hospital. I feel like this may not be the line of, we're not here to complain. We're here to get our health checked just
And-
for a requirement.
Just to ayoko pa sa akin yung trip mo. Because I completely get it.
Yeah.
Like, that super sucks.
Ah.
Kunento ko nga in one of our first few episodes, yung completely forgot nga I should listen to that story. What happened dun?
Yeah,
Yung
yes.
munti ka na ako magulpi sa NKTI. I can just imagine kasi na parang sa sobrang galit ko sa flood control ngayon, wala na akong the normal Filipino, kung hindi ka politician, I will give all non-corrupt politicians a pass na maging masungit.
So wala.
Sorry
So
ka na.
everyone else there was great.
Okay.
Everyone else was great. The
True.
people who actually looked at us and
Emotional
like checked us out,
regulation.
they were so good. And they were the people who were actually handling the patients. And this guy, all he needed to do was like check if the documents were there, right? Like, so we had it, like everything was there in a brown envelope, follow the rules. I was second in line. In front of me, we were just 3 people at 7 a.m., okay? In front of me, they were a couple na senior citizens.
Mm-hmm.
And the husband was parang hard of hearing, and then, so it was the wife taking care of everything. She was so nice and like trying to get everything in order, and the guy was just so rude. I think doon pa lang, I was of course like, standing there and like eager to help if she needed me. And the guy was just being so ID. Yung ganun na, what? What?
Yeah.
And parang, de, yung ano, ganyan, blah, blah. And then, so finally it was my turn. I was, as emotional regulation, I was like, okay, here, very, I have everything I need. Okay, here. And then, blah, blah, blah. Got it na. And then he says, he's wearing a mask. We're all wearing masks. And then he says, and then I said, ay, sorry, ano po yun? And then he literally does this,
Oh
ha?
my God, nagigigil.
He does this. Masok ka, maghintay ka dyan sa blah, blah, blah. He told me the thing to do. And I was just like, I really said like, okay, sorry sorry po. Gumanon ako. Tapos like, the people behind me and like the seniors in front, and they were in front of me, right? They looked at me and they were like happy that I said something. Because I said, like, sorry parang ang sama ng sorry po, may ginawa akong masama sa inyo. And then, I just like, what I did was, there was a QR code of like, give us feedback. I was like, took a picture of the QR code. Ayan, pwede ako mag-feedback. And I was looking at him like, and I literally like, this guy should not be here.
Did you submit it?
I did, of course.
Alam mo yung what I'm so afraid of, Sabi?
Yeah.
I'm so afraid to be part of like one of those videos. No? Diba? Ito yung video mo. Oh, ito ah. Paglabas mo muna. Oh. Binibideo
Ano
mo
gagawin
din.
ko?
Ang nangyayari is
Okay.
like, ito. Tingnan mo to. Tingnan mo to.
That's so
Oh, anong ginawa ko? Wala naman akong ginawa eh. Oh.
Oh my God.
Di ba? Oh.
Hindi, sinabi mo sa akin, nagbuntong hininga ka.
Ito, tingnan mo ah. Kitang-kita sa camera. Oh.
Bilang ganti, ay
Kunan
diringgin ko ang payo ng aking mga magulang.
Kuha kita sa camera.
Sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa. Oh
My
my
feed
gosh.
kasi is filled with that.
Oh my gosh,
Like, ano ah?
I can't.
So anyway.
But first of all, what a great weapon now.
Yeah. Definitely.
I swear, like, if you're feeling like someone's trying to like, following you, go on IG Live or something like that.
Cool. That's cool. Good idea.
Kasi as in, that's, right?
Yeah.
Next. Mga random.
Ako may isa pa ako.
Okay, sige, go. Oh, okay, sige.
Idadagdag ko.
Okay, sige.
Actually, by the way, just so you know, I guess we're gonna talk about emotional regulation in this episode.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll end with a short Malibag.
Alam mo, matagal na rin natin hindi ginagawa. 5 Senses Fridays.
Oo nga eh. Dapat talaga.
Anyway. Masok ka dito. Okay.
Okay. Ako naman, isang kwento about kulang sa emotional regulation. I still adhere to the general parang level of forgiveness to everyone na lang muna na hindi ko rakot. Okay? I wanna try to adhere to that. But I did have my own instance a few weeks ago. There's this music store. If you're a musician, you know this.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
kwento mo.
If you're a musician, you know what brand I'm talking about, okay? If you've been gigging, you buy instruments. There's one chain here na talagang sobrang sungit ng lahat ng tao. As in, for some reason, everyone there is depressed and everyone is mad and everyone is like, as compared to like my favorite places, like Perfect Pitch, sobrang bait ng mga tao sa Perfect Pitch. For some reason, audiophile, sobrang bait. Like mga, kahit they're not like, hi sir, but they're like, yeah, sure, ganyan. Ganun sila. So anyway, I go to this
Because
music.
of the lyric that I go to, they're really nice.
So nakakatawa.
Obviously.
Sino pa ba? So anyway, so there's this music
Just a
store.
couple?
There's this music store na I was buying equipment for the Linya Linya shows. We made it into a band setup, basically, yung Linya Linya head office. And so I got this guy, I talked to this guy and I said, hey, can I get a quotation for like pretty expensive? Because like it's a whole band equipment setup, the whole speakers, everything. Okay, so bigay siyang quote. So we were vibrating like throughout the week. And then he was pretty much saying in the Viber na wala kami nito, wala kaming ganyan, wala kaming ganito. So finally, like I said, okay. Sige, I got na, and then he followed up like, sir, ano ba? Let's say, kunwari, sir, kukunin mo na ba yung 10 items? Kunwari lang. Sabi ko, hindi, nakuha ko na yung 5, or sorry, nakuha ko na yung 7 sa isang branch nyo, ibang branch nyo. So, pupunta ako dyan later, kukunin ko na lang yung 3. Okay? Yung remaining 3. Sa niya, yun ang reply niya. So, okay. I get to the branch, and then I see him, and then sabi ko, name.
He met with you before.
Yeah,
in
we
person.
were talking in person,
okay.
and like, nag-isa-isa kami. Like, ito, I want this drum kit, I want this, ganyan.
Okay.
So, nakita kami, ito siya. Ito siya. Ay, hindi. Not even. Hindi nga to the ones listening. Hindi nga umangat yung eyebrows eh. Nakatingin lang sa akin, gano'n. Sabi ko,
Poker face.
Okay. So, I go around. Sabi ko, kunin ko na yung 3 items. So, punta kami. Mikot siya. Not saying anything. So, sabi ko, itong isang item, kunin ko to. Sabi ko, may black ba or may blue? Kunwari. Siya, tingnan mo na lang yung listahan. Sabi ko, okay. So,
Nagtampo siya.
I go to the mics, and then I say, mas maganda, yung dynamic or whatever. Siya, nasa listahan. Sabi ko,
Anong listahan?
And then he wasn't answer. Yung quote. Yung quote.
Okay.
So, annoyed. And then, I said to the other girl there, sabi ko, ate, pwede mo ikaw na lang sumagot? Kasi medyo... And then he starts going near me like this, oh. Like, this is me talking to the girl. Starts going like this, oh.
No way, not that close.
I'm not kidding.
Not that
Ganito,
close.
ganito.
Jim,
Basta
that's so freaking... I would have done an IG live.
And then...
Ginagawa to. Lapit. Oh my gosh.
So he...
What a violation.
He goes near me and I'm like, sabi ko, tas ano na, kaya ako na pa-react ng gano'n, na parang,
oh my gosh, you really had to do that?
I did. I said,
couldn't. Oh my gosh.
And then that's why I said, ate, tingnan mo. Sabi ko, ate, anong problema nito?
Oh my gosh, that's so...
Tapos sabi niya, wala naman akong problema eh.
Bakit laging ikaw nag-a-attract ng mga ganito?
So sabi niya, wala naman akong problema eh.
Oh my gosh, that's so creepy.
Ako like, tas yung si ate, she was like, alis ka na, doon ka na. Gano'n na niya. So, umalis siya. So, we finished the transaction, and I have a thread here. He sends me a message right after I purchased the things. He sent me a message na, ano yun?
Basically, he apologized?
Parang he's saying na, sorry, may problema ako sa bahay.
Okay.
Something like that. So, I'm like, okay.
But that was scary.
It's scary. It was scary.
That's scary.
It's scary.
That's scary.
Honestly, so ako guys, the reason why I said I want to talk about emotional regulation is because I grew up really, really bad at it. And I didn't know how to regulate. In fairness, Sabi, I'm reading the book of Oprah. Yung What Happened to You.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh.
Just so that in case anyone who worked for me, worked with me, I'm sorry. And that's why nakakatawa eh. Like, and I acknowledge na it was primarily because of that. Na parang I don't know how to. And when we talk about emotional regulation, it's like, you know how a kid, when you say, you can't have that toy. And they're just like,
Yeah.
Or like they start hitting. It's simply because they don't know what to do with the emotions. And if at a young age, you're taught to be secure with these emotions, if you're taught na, hey, you're safe ka, don't worry. Like, alam kong malakas siya sa chest mo, pero you're not gonna explode, you're fine. Okay lang yan. You're fine. But, sadly, most of us, at a young age, when we feel like, emotion, I don't know what to do, we're told, shh, wag ka maingay, wag ka sumigaw, wag ka umiyak. Right?
Yeah.
So therefore, tuloy-tuloy kang medyo binabaon mo yung mga yun. Until when you become an adult and medyo the limitations are, or the limits are taken away, then kaya may mga ganyan. Kaya may mga biglang pumipitik na ganyan. Me. The funny thing is, like, prior to Pancho being born, I was like, I really struggled. I really struggled with like managing emotions. Like if I felt angry, I had to shout. If I felt sad, I felt angry. Ganon. Yun yung mga modes ko of emotional regulation or lack of. So anyway, pero when Pancho was born and he was in the ICU and Sab was in the ICU, for some reason that was like the calmest. Obviously I attribute that to like God's miracle and like there was saving grace there involved, but it was just so strange. That was the one time I started like I was calm.
I think that's also like a lot of it was also shock and adrenaline because like you had no choice.
True. And I guess also when you're faced kasi with death and something that big, you kind of don't have the capacity. Parang bigla kang mawawalan ng capacity to shout.
Yeah.
And parang because like it seems so insurmountable.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to.
That's one of my most well-received, one of the best courses that I did on Chaos Control Club, by the way, emotional regulation. I love teaching it. I have 4 videos on it. And to this day, I still get great feedback on it. And yeah, for me, emotional regulation is the best work I've done on myself. Kaya with the guy who was like mean to like the disabled and the seniors, and I was just like, okay, sorry po . And like my in my head, because it's always like, you're being a dick, you're embarrassing, and like I'm not gonna be like hindi ko papatulan to. I kind of made it like a comedic thing na lang. Ayun.
Yeah,
Nakakatawa lang na.
So, I mean, I think it'll help. I mean, if you're hearing this and if you're not struggling with it, but you do encounter a lot. Like, yun nga, again, that's why I have, you know what I've been doing? I've been doing a Billy Madison. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but I've been sending random emails and letters and messages to different people that I feel like I don't know. I did not interact with the best way possible because I was just so unaware of, the problem was me, and I didn't know how to handle shit. And some people, they never do shout, right? They never do scream, but that's why they tend to, because they don't know what to do with the emotion, and because siguro they grew up nga, parang being told na don't feel, don't cry. They keep it inside. And pero lalabas siya.
Yep.
That's the thing. Lalabas siya one way or another.
It really is like the metaphor I used for this is a beach ball that you try to submerge underwater. It's really like that. Na you just
Putukin mo, di ba?
hindi. You keep trying to put it down, and then it's just eventually going to like explode and like pop up, and hindi mo talaga siya pwedeng i-baba.
Yeah.
It's gonna eventually show up.
Yeah, and ako, and then nakakatawa because we're rewatching How I Met Your Mother. It's so connected to the chain of screaming. It's so true. Just like the sungit guy, the weird music store guy. For sure, someone shouted at them, and because emotional regulation is not something that was taught.
I think it should be taught like in grade school.
It should be.
It should be. And but I think I do want to say, like, even if there is even if we have that perspective na, maybe this person would scream that or something, and we try to be compassionate as much as we can, I also don't believe now we should be doormats and like just take it. Parang it's not an excuse. Like, I think the best thing that I really what you can do is like kind of gently call out and nudge para magkaroon ng konting self-awareness yung tao. Diba? Na parang, okay. You know, something like
100% true.
Diba?
And I mean, I do wanna clarify. Now, when I said naman na we at least you could understand the person, right? But tama, you still have to hold your own boundaries. So
Yeah.
like, let's say for example, that guy, even if he was having the worst day ever, and
Yeah,
like was
I'm not gonna take it.
Yeah.
Especially because you're supposed to be receiving me. You're the receptionist.
you went to work, right? It was your decision to still go to work. It was
Yeah.
your decision na, and you know na ano yung responsibilities that come with it.
Yeah. So,
Ah,
ayun.
okay.
Wait, can I end with like funny lang. Yung isa ko pang nilagay sa list ko is AIBK. So, this is so funny. Apparently, when you drive through sa BK, nagulat ako, parang may AI voice. Have you encountered this? Guys, podkids, have you encountered this? As in, like, there's this AI voice that goes like, "Hi, welcome to the drive-through of BK Burger King." And actually, it's not. It doesn't even sound robotic. It's like, you know how AI sound like humans.
Yeah.
So it's like, "Welcome to Burger King. What blah blah blah. Can I get your order?" So like, "Hi, isang blah 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 blah." And then the answer,
System error.
and then the
System
answer you're gonna
error.
get is, "Yun lang po." Kasi nga, the AI is the one
Laugh trip.
to like, so in fairness, I had good energy. I was like, isang blah, blah, blah. He's like, mode of payment po. It was so funny.
But you know what? I think that's why nga.
I love it.
That's why nga if there's like yung kasungitan and kabaitan, no? It's infectious.
It is. Kasi when I was greeted with that.
You're automatic ang.
Ooh, okay. And then, but in fairness naman, I mean, I don't, ano bang ending thought ko dito? Kasi despite the human being more masungit than the AI, I would still 100% like to talk to a human.
Oh, definitely.
Even like when you're talking to a hotline, right? Mga waiting for blah blah. It's like if you'd rather talk to a customer service representative. I don't want to talk to a robot.
That's true.
So yes, humans and emotions.
Do you think would it be helpful for us if you personally had a come on, let's say you are calling the phone of Jim Bacaro.
Oh,
Press 1 if it's regarding linya linya. Press 2 if it's involving putty rock.
what would yours be?
What do you mean?
Ganon? Like that would be it? Like,
I want parang may hotline para lang segmented yung calls.
hi, welcome to Sab Magalona Bacaro's phone. If this is an emergency, press 1. If it's not, get out of here.
If gusto mong, if you don't want us to reply or answer to you, stay on the line.
All right, we're gonna read a Malibag. Hello po. You can call me Ali. I am a college student. I've been following you guys since 2023. Love you both. This is my Malibag entry. Hi, Ali. During the second semester of my first year, I had this professor I found attractive. Actually, all of my classmates did. He looked like he was in his late 20s or early 30s. He was physically attractive. Kamukha ni Bam Aquino at River ng PBB, lol. Smart, politically aware, and had the best sense of humor. Throughout the whole semester, nothing really happened, just the usual casual talks between a prof and a student. But since I had the slightest crush on him, of course I got kilig every time may interaction kami. Fast forward to vacation. I was going home to our province and nakasabay ko siya sa van. He paid for my fare pa uwi, which I genuinely appreciated. I thought, ang bait naman niya. Syempre, kaligulit ako, ha ha ha. During the biyahe, he messaged me, and our conversation lasted until I got off. Believe me, it wasn't just the casual talks we had before. It's not just because I had a crush on him, but really, may mali siya na talaga. Pause, wait lang. During yung biyahe, nag-message. Ibig sabihin, hindi sila magkasama. Or nagme-message siya habang they're in the same van?
Ewan ko.
Anyway, okay. Well, we'll go back to that later. Okay. He even said we could hang out next time, maybe jog together, since he wouldn't be teaching my class anymore. He was getting to know me. Sobrang sus, but I shrugged it off, thinking it was normal. That time, I convinced myself it was just basic human decency. But a few days later, he messaged me again. We chatted until around 10 p.m. and he even said goodnight. He told me where he was, what he was doing, ganon. He even sent a picture of himself as some sort of update.
Hindi naman yun weird ah.
Ah!
Bakit? Weird Ben.
After that, walang paramdam.
Depende naman sa picture.
I'll finish this first. Okay, I'm sorry, my face cannot. Okay. After that, walang paramdam. His account was private, so I couldn't stalk him. And I couldn't find anything about him. So I dug deeper and searched on Google. Since he mentioned he was a writer, and there I found his works, as he writes fictional books. I'm feeling ko may ano na ako. May feeling na ako kung ano mangyari. May asawa at anak to, no? Okay. I'm gonna finish it. But then something caught my eye during my search. I found religious organizations that featured his name. It wasn't just an ordinary article. It was about the ordination of a priest. And he was the one being ordained. Ay, okay, mali ako. I clicked on it quickly and there he was, giving homilies at mass, blessing people, even standing beside a bishop in one of the photos. I thought falling for a professor was already a plot twist, but falling for a priest? That wasn't even on my bingo card. We're no longer in touch, and every time I remember it, kinikilabutan ako. Hoo. What are your thoughts po? Fleabag yarn?
Fleabag. If you're not familiar, please watch on Amazon Prime. Fleabag. Yeah.
Or, what's it? Anong bago? Nobody wants this.
I knew.
Pero yun, hindi naman yun.
Yeah,
ano eh.
alam ko yung twist. Kaya I knew the twist.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, maybe there's nothing wrong with sending a photo of yourself.
I guess maybe in this case, baka he was just wanting to have a friend.
Yeah. Oh. So is he a priest?
I guess.
He's a priest.
He's doing homilies. I don't think you can do that.
Nag-comedy siya?
Yeah.
Okay.
Forward ka. Yan.
How do
So,
you...
what are your thoughts?
Malas. Shit. I guess...
Ano yung tinuturo niya sa...
Ako, the more interesting question I have is, ano yung rate of priests who decide nga na Danes na lang?
Hindi ko alam.
So,
He was probably a theology
I
teacher.
can
you know?
imagine like the priest like, Father Danes na lang.
Oh, okay na. Sorry, I don't want to be...
But yeah, I mean like, I want to know like, it's again, if there's something, I really feel like since we talked about emotional regulation and all these things and how something gets passed on to something, I really feel like if these guys, if there's a change that they're allowed to marry, I think it would change like the whole vibe of their energy, their understanding of their parishioners, right?
I don't know.
Obviously, yeah. Ito na naman ako.
I don't have any friend priests, so I don't know.
I recently got in trouble. So,
Mayos ka dyan. Yung mga gusto mong baguhin.
yeah, pero ako, it's...
If kaya na lang baguhin yung I believe in God, tsaka yung-
Kaya nga eh.
and also with you.
So actually, ang ganda, nag-full circle tayo. Pero I think, yun lang naman yung point ko eh. Wouldn't it like be cool? Like, I don't know. Like,
But wait, I don't think the guy, it's not for sure that he was macking on her.
no, I don't...
Is it?
he's not,
You
wala.
think he was just like being friendly? Nakakatawa, no? It's like men. The best ones are taken,
Or priests.
not into you, or priests.
But yeah, I mean, I still stand by it. Like, if you let them date and, you know, have sex, I mean,
I don't think that's allowed.
oh, sige, siguro. Have sex married. Have marital sex. Sex married. I think mag-iiba yung mood ng lahat ng tao sa mundo eh. Hindi ba? Like kasi the Catholic community has such a stronghold on, and like if you have a bunch of repressed men making the biggest decisions, kind of it reduces the odds for like the best decisions, right? And the most compassionate. Kasi syempre, if like tigang ka, Like, how will you be compassionate? You cannot be compassionate with a boner.
I would just like to avoid talking about like horny priests right now.
I'm not talking about them in particular. I'm saying in general, men, FYI, kung matiktok ako, I'm saying na men, in general, with blue balls
Don't make the best decisions.
and boners, might not be the best decision makers.
Yeah, you know what? That's so true.
Diba?
Grabe. And then they say women are too emotional to lead.
Yeah. I mean,
You kidding me?
let's end
Bye.
this. Bye. Bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.